feeling when you find someone you love. Kwamanayo. Don't fight the feeling.
Hold up, sorry. My daughter's sending me construction pictures.
Kwamanayo.
She's out there like, hi.
Kwamanayo.
Let me send you pictures of what we're currently doing.
Tell her to stay there. Kwamanayo. Because we started.
If only your daughter knew the things you were saying when the mics are not open. Dang.
Don't fight the feeling.
Let's start the podcast. I need to ask someone a question. This is on air with the mics are open.
My name is Chimani.
And the young. Why? Just why? Every damn, like, you think it can't get worse.
There's always one.
And then it gets worse.
No. We need a sign over there that says on air. That would be a good one.
No, you need to be in the moment with us when we are actually going on air.
But he was singing.
Which was
I
on
was
air.
in my element. He was in his element.
No, but I was singing to start the podcast. People don't know I can sing. Don't fight it.
Anyway, I like your voice, right? But I wanted to ask
when you find the one you love, Kwamanayo.
Cool, dope. It gets me into my question. Do you want to do Swahili lessons?
Me?
Yeah.
Why would I want to do that?
I found someone who's actually very good.
To teach?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like gradual. They could do it over 2 years.
For
him.
Do you know I know
my Swahili is good.
Do you know more?
Yeah?
You know what? Bro, listen, I am not getting more unless it's Shembeteng. Bro.
You're Swahili. Please, bro, you speak Swahili.
Give us one metali. Just give us one metali.
Msiniongeleshe vibaya. Mnasikia? Ntawatwanga burukenge nyinyi.
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late. This is the mics are open. My name is G-Money.
And the young.
Big C.
Calvin has just said to me that he knows someone who can teach me Swahili because he speaks Swahili so well.
Yes.
Bro, I know more Swahili than you think I know.
Oh.
I agree with you, G-Money.
No. Okay, since you know
Matter of
Swahili.
fact, I feel like your Swahili is way better than Calvin Swahili.
Hell yeah. No. That's a big cup. Guess whose head can't fit in it? Now, but let me ask you. Since you know more Swahili than I think you do, what do you call pothole in Swahili?
Pothole?
Yeah.
Westlands.
Spot on. No, there has never been a more accurate answer.
You should have said Lion's Place.
Karuda close. Why are you
No, but they're fixing it.
No, I'm not picking.
Bruh.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a tourist
Lake
attraction this
Karuna
weekend.
is gone now.
Lake Karuna has been fixed. But you know that they're not
Are you
really
serious?
fixing
Like,
it. They're just...
No, I think they are like for real this time
You think
round,
they're going
bro.
to tarmac it?
Yeah, because there's no elections coming around anytime
No,
soon.
but I feel like...
Even the back route.
But
Anyway,
I feel, from my knowledge of like holes, I feel like what they need to do is like fill it up with like stones.
That's what they're doing. That's what they've done.
That's what they've done. It makes more sense because the tarmac will come off.
From your experience with holes.
Yeah, like potholes.
So here what? For those of you guys who are wondering what the hell we're talking about, there's a big pothole outside of Radio Africa that's being...
It's been there since we moved there.
Yes, it's been there.
When we moved. Yeah.
Cool, so they're fixing it and that's it. Anyway, how you guys doing? How was your week?
I feel like I saw you the other day.
Because we did see each other just the other day.
Yeah.
By the way, if you haven't watched, we did a very special episode of The Mics Are Open this week, so you get 2 doses of The Mics Are Open. We did one, it actually went out on Wednesday.
Yes.
And it's actually quite interesting. In that one, Ashley tells all about her knees.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about Ashley's knees on this one. So if you've come to get the knee story, you need to go back and watch the preceding episode, which we published on Wednesday.
Yes, we did.
And she tells everything you need to know about her knees.
And before you listen to that, make sure you like, comment, share the link, manze.
Oh,
that's where all the tea is at. So
by the
share
way,
that link with your WhatsApp groups.
Can we talk
and
about
subscribe.
like, share, subscribe?
Yeah.
As in, so I'm looking at the back end today, right? Do you realize that 32% of the people who watch this podcast are subscribed?
Only 32%.
68% are just thieves.
Yeah.
Shame
You've
on you.
come in here and stolen this subscription.
Shame.
Shame on you.
That's like my mom and Netflix. My mom sent me a message, right? Why I'm saying that is this, right? So
Subscribe.
So my mom sends me a message. She's like, hey, your Uncle Arthur stopped paying for Netflix. Instead, he got a subscription for ChatGPT. Yeah, he said that I'm not going to pay for. So he's got like, you know how we were talking about the subscriptions that we have, right? So he shelved his Netflix to pay for his chat GPT.
But Arthur's got money. Why would he do that?
I don't even know. I didn't
Maybe
really,
that's why he's got money.
Yeah, I didn't want to really get into all of that. So my mom tells me, password for your Netflix. So I pay for my own Netflix. I don't share it with anyone. So
No one.
No one.
Calvin,
I
you are the
swear-
only person
Yes, well,
on God's green
Up
earth.
until
Who doesn't share?
the other day.
Beyonce's internet.
Yeah.
That
Bruh,
doesn't
And
share
Ruto's
Netflix.
government.
Yo, the other day my daughter was at my house. She's like, you need to create a profile for me that says Jojo.
There's
I was
only
like,
also one profile on your.
Yeah.
Come on,
It
Are you
says
Calvin.
Calvin.
serious?
Yeah.
Ain't
Let me
no
tell you,
way.
on my Netflix, when I miss my friends, I just change the password.
Yeah.
I just change the password.
Bro, I am not
Oh, you only
playing.
call me when you want the
Oh,
password.
so how's Russia?
How's Russia? So so my daughter asked me, you're not going to name it after me? I was like, no, it says kids. Be content. Duh, right?
Wow.
Yeah,
You're so
right?
rude to your
then
daughter.
my mom is like, she's like, hey, send me your password, what. So I don't really know my password for Netflix. So I had to like go, onto the mobile
Find
phone
it,
and text the girl who knows the password
what.
to
So
text
then I
you back.
copy paste it off of my email.
So yeah,
and I
you
send
gave it to
her.
him.
Then I'm like, hold on.
Don't share it with no one.
No. I'm like, how many devices do you want to use it on?
Oh wow.
She's like, just the TV. I'm like, good. Okay.
And you believed
Cool.
her?
Then I'm like, hold
So
on.
gullible.
Don't use my profile. Here's your profile. So I gave her her profile.
created one for her.
Because my mom's kind of content would
Yeah.
mess with
Do you
my
know what?
So
algorithm.
just protect your profile with a password.
You can do that.
Yeah, that's what I do. Like,
Really?
'cause, yeah,
No
I share
way.
my Netflix, Showmax with my parents. So when it comes to Netflix, I protect my own because I'm not the only one who uses my account and my profile
Right.
on Netflix. So it's just me, my parents, and another friend of
Password
ours.
protect.
So now for me and my friend, because we watch the same things. You can watch whatever you're watching, but I don't want them to mess up the algorithm,
Right,
and I want them
right.
to develop their own algorithm. So my mom has her own, my dad has his own.
I feel
so
sorry.
watch whatever
That's
you
so
want to
good.
watch.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't know. Like for example, on the there's a Good Company YouTube channel, right? And obviously everyone who uploads uses it, right? But I think sometimes people forget that they're using like the company YouTube, like because man, let me tell you, like anybody can tell. I've been on that thing if there's loads of tech videos and it's like, how does this work and random stuff like
the algorithm.
how to dig a well, how long does it take to
Really?
to dig a borehole?
Are
Like
you-
I YouTube the most
Oh, okay,
random
okay.
stuff for real. I mean, I think that
How long does it take to dig a well?
actually a borehole.
Oh.
See, it depends on where it is because it depends on how far down it has to go to find
The water
water.
table and stuff.
Yeah. The guys across the road from my house have been digging a borehole, and that's why I go.
How's that? How many meters are they at?
I don't know, man.
Because this Nairobi one, when I was doing so this one time we're doing the feeding program in Dagoretti, right? So the school says we've been having a problem with the borehole, right? So the first time they dug the borehole, they'd gone to like 200 meters.
Wow.
And pop, they had
200 meters?
Yeah. So they'd gone to 200 meters, right? And
Wow.
they had water. Then pop,
That
gone.
water table
Right,
finished.
because everybody's digging, right?
Yeah.
So now they're saying, hey, this is sometime last year, August. They're like, hey, we want to go to 400.
Wow, that's a lot, man.
Bro,
Bro, you can end up
the
in
water
Australia.
table in Kenya. Hey, yeah, Australia, I see you. Down under. But so here's the thing, what I've learned with the boreholes, right? Like, especially in this Kilimani area. So, like, currently at my place, they've been, when they have the committee, they're thinking of going deeper, right? So imagine us guys go to whatever depth, someone else is going to whatever. So it's just everybody's competing. That's why right now there's a bit of like, we need to. What are you guys laughing about?
I don't know why he's laughing. What are you laughing at? At your own
Why are you
things.
not concentrating on producing a
Concentrate
podcast?
on Austin, this is not
we're-
DST.
we're talking
Please
about-
concentrate on producing this podcast.
Did you laugh
Damn.
about us competing to dig
Do you know
wells
what?
in Kilimani?
But you know what it is? I know why he's laughing. You know, like, because he's celibate.
Ah.
And we're talking about boreholes.
I thought we were talking about like the length of a borehole.
Anyway, so yeah, it is the mics open.
yo.
No, like the depth. G.
Oh, are we going? 'Cause we can go.
Wait,
Are we
wait,
going?
wait.
Yeah, I'm
First of all,
ready.
I want to shout that out to Court Bank. Big up the year account. It's all about the year account. Now, if you are a young person, if you are about to start school in January, you're about to start university, you've delayed your semesters, whatever the reason is, make sure that you open a year account. Because with the year account, you can have your HELEB loan paid directly into that account, which makes life easier, of course. Very simple to open. You can just open it. All you need is your ID, your original ID, a copy of the ID, and of course your PIN number as well. Now, of course, look forward to a lot of stuff on the channel. We got like popping up all over the lockdown session, the wake up call, and then a few other places as well. But of course, we are all about on the mics are open. Get your account, man.
Cop Bank, man.
Big up Cop Bank, man.
We don't take the digits.
I can't wait till we go and film like the coast version of the year activation.
Yeah.
It's coming, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting coast. All of us, everybody's getting coast.
I'm for it.
I
I'm
see
for
you
it.
did there. I see, young innovators.
I also
account.
saw an Amsterdam trip in your calendar. Maybe
In my calendar.
the mics are open.
But you know,
you do. You guys do tours. You and Calvin do tours.
Sorry to interrupt. I figured out this guy. I was about to use this big guy. I figured him out. You know when G starts to gym and things start to become less voluptuous. Is that the word?
Oh wow!
Like there's a bit
the word is voluptuous.
Are you saying G looks like he has a BBL?
There's a bit of shrinkage.
G walking around throwing yams, bro. Been doing my
squats.
Okay.
Yo, you pull out the classics.
Safe space?
Yeah.
Safe space.
My guy said sumptuous, bro. Voluptuous. Come on. G.
Safe space. Yeah. Bruh, you know I've been like back in the gym, right?
Yeah.
So this time around, because I'm enjoying it, I'm going on my own. But I've been killing leg day, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So this morning, like I come out the shower here, I got a full length mirror, but you don't know. But I have a full length mirror door. I'm like, shit, I'm like, what's that?
Man's looking nice.
I'm like, my legs are looking nice.
You see, I told you. So when you start to see him post up those things, yep.
Showed up for myself
He's
today.
just like, he's like, I'm going back to this. I'm going back to this.
But actually the thing is, when I do post up those pictures, I'm spurring myself because I know what I'm capable of in terms when I dedicate myself to the gym, and I'm really loving this journey because I don't have a trainer, I'm not part of a group, I'm just going in and doing it myself. You know what I mean? So that's a beautiful thing.
Get it done.
Is that Eric Collin?
It's Eric Collin.
Yeah.
Are you guys?
Parked in, I think the name.
You have ankle socks. Are you wearing any socks?
I'm not wearing any socks today.
I can never wear shoes without socks.
Okay.
Well,
I thought I'd get away with it. Eric, how you doing?
Think again.
Calvin's parked in
To
your
move
thing.
the car, yeah?
Yeah. And then the thing is on the way down.
Okay, so cool, no problem. I think you have to go move your car.
Austin's gone.
Oh, to move it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the thing is, I don't have any socks. I never move without socks, right? But today,
Ooh.
yeah, even then, I never move without stay strapped, man. But also today, I've literally put on these clothes just for the podcast. I've left the house. I'm not like on road or anything, you know what I mean?
So in your wardrobe you have like a section for the mics are open. Like this is what I wear for the mics are open.
But I think, so the thing is, it's like...
I'm not gonna lie. You know what?
Back in the day...
I make more effort on Wednesday.
No.
Had you guys met me
But do you
to work on Tuesday?
Do you remember? You moved it already? You moved the car already?
Yeah, that's what you were doing, bro.
You
thought I was giving you keys to leave?
Austin, go move the Calvin's car, please. Thank you. The
You
neighbors.
thought we were giving him keys to leave?
Nah,
Yeah.
you should have communicated.
So
man.
anyway,
That's funny though.
It's really interesting. If you watch the early editions and the mics are open, we didn't care. We'd be like, there was this,
bro.
There was
We're
Looking
multi-continental
there was
now.
just no care.
A regular Friday morning.
Like now, if I'm getting let me tell you, I care, right? So let me give you my roll down. On Sunday when we shot the pod, right? I was wearing a tracksuit. That tracksuit had been worn an hour before.
Right.
So I was getting back into the house. I was like, no way, bro. This shit has to see tomorrow. So I wore it. Monday, because Monday I work from home a lot. Like I'll go to the studio if at all I've got to go to the studio, come back,
Man.
you get. Tuesday, I was just in like, what do you call it? Just sweats and a sweatshirt, right? Yesterday, I went for a trim until like there's a couple of places my hair had gotten and twisted. Went and did that. Why? Because we've got the podcast today. Just to make effort.
I don't. So for me, I don't. I remember like I look back some of those early episodes. We just didn't care.
When did it change for us?
When did it change?
I think they started complimenting the shoes a bit too much. So guys were like, oh,
Guys are like,
now
yep.
I have to be on top of my game, man.
Like honestly, like I literally like can go home and change on a Wednesday. So,
Yep.
Yeah. Especially if I leave, depends on if I leave work, if I haven't dressed for work, because like I go to work anyhow.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, I'll be honest, since it's a safe space, so they said, every Wednesday morning, I just get into YouTube and check what I was wearing.
Oh, really?
So that I'm like, oh, let me not wear this again. So that
no, because
they'll think it's a continuous episode. And yeah, kwani una nguo, man. No,
Do you
guys,
know how
I
many
promise
times-
you, I have clothes.
do you know how many times people have hit me up? You've worn. You see those dunks that have the burgundy ones.
What are you watching?
Telling me that I've worn them too much.
Really?
See their mind.
No,
Kwani.
for me, like, so, like, I mean, it's the same for you and G, you kind of mentioned it, right? So what I kind of tend to do is, if I've got like a whole bunch of 10 t-shirts that I've bought, I'll try and just wear them like maybe on the mics first, and then I'll wear them elsewhere, right?
Also, how often do you buy new t-shirts? How often do you upgrade your wardrobe?
So like the last time, so okay, let me tell you. So when I was in Dubai in Jan, they have a shopping festival. So I bought like a ton of t-shirts. So you know, you'll also change them, what, all of those. At times when I'm here, I'll buy. When I was just in London, bought a couple. Then
This guy's like the game. You know the way our game drops rappers' names. This guy's dropping Dubai, London.
Yo,
okay.
yo.
Do you ever shop in Nairobi
Wow.
nowadays?
Man's moving a bit too much for Nairobi
you
now.
understand? I'm just
No,
saying.
hold up.
you,
That's a
man.
serious question.
You have to think about
I
it.
shop in
so-
Nairobi. I buy polo shirts in Nairobi. I buy
I'm
jeans.
not gonna lie, man.
I only shop in Nairobi.
You've not shopped in Nairobi for a while. Life's good, isn't it?
No, it's
I love it for you, bro. Those are struggles I'd love to have.
No, so
Ipo
I
siku.
say this. Men fashion in Kenya is very
bad.
expensive.
No.
No. Man, like going shopping.
Guy
Going
stuff is
shopping
expensive.
for men.
I'm glad you don't feel the pinch, and that's a
Bro,
good
it's
thing.
very
But
expensive.
Like, but then the only thing that I really buy here are polo shirts.
Yeah.
The case like these jeans were bought here. These jeans were like 3K.
Yeah,
Even them ones.
And
Yeah.
actually, yes, it's good that you mentioned. Yes, I do. There's a store at Village Market that just opened. I think I mentioned it to you guys when we were seated at VM. It's they're stocking up on H&M. They had an offer for jeans, man. They sold me good jeans for 2K.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so, but I mean, I know you're coming
that was
from
an offer.
because I used to shop when I travel.
Yeah.
But now I don't enjoy traveling anymore. So
So for me, if there's a place like I like Platform at Two Rivers, right? Because Platform stock up on Zara. There's actually a time I was at Platform earlier this year. I bumped into John and I'm walking into DJ John and I'm carrying the same jacket he'd bought. He's like, yo, you gotta be sending me messages of when you're about to wear that. So for
we
me,
can't be seen wearing the same thing.
so for me, it's the places that have good gems. And one thing I'll say is this: if you have like, so I follow a lot of people who are into fashion now, right? So like you know the like Brian Babus and all of these different personal shoppers. There's a lot of personal shoppers who can go to Gikomba and get you some of this really good threads.
But I can't do that though.
That's the thing.
You can't
But-
get someone, Ama, you can't
I can't
get
wear
clothes from
used
Gikon.
clothes.
Oh, okay.
Well, which is okay. It's all a matter
It's a
of
cultural
preference.
thing.
Yeah. But you see, here the flea market thing is thriving. It's
crazy.
Right, right.
What's it called? Wadi,
Thrifting.
as you call it. Wadi. Yeah.
Uptown, let's call it thrifting.
Thrifting, right?
Yeah.
But there's some like I've seen some guys who've got some pages that stock up on some really dope sneakers, and I'm like,
Oh, you should share them. Like,
I used to know a boy back in the day, my homie. He was hired by someone who had rented space to sell high-end scents, high-end shoes,
Okay.
and high-end clothes. And then he put it in an area where most of the people who frequent there can't afford that.
Right.
So my homie was smart. So what he used to do was, of course, whatever is in his shop is gonna catch your eye, you know.
Yeah.
It looks good, but again, as much as it looks expensive, guys like window shopping, so you're gonna come through your eyes here and there. So he'll find out what you're interested in. So if it gets down to the wire and he finds out that the cost is the only thing that's preventing you from buying whatever is at his shop, he'll tell you, do this, come in 3 days, come check the same thing, and tell me what you think.
That's very important.
My boy will go to Gikomba. He'll look for the freshest threads, bro. Like,
Right, yeah.
if I tell you that this has never been worn by anyone, you're going to believe. But in that area, most of those clothes were second hand.
Yeah.
So you come back after 3 days and he has even more options.
Right.
So the guy had to let him go because his high-end clothes were not selling, but my homie was still making some money. But he tried telling him, Cheki, there's no way you can sell these things to these guys at this rate. And in the same building, guys are thrifting left, right, and center. You won't make any business. So he just became smart, started doing the thing himself, moved to shoes. He was getting scents. He was getting accessories. So
But you know,
whatever
it's-
you
it's
wanted,
like- it's like-
he'll have it at the shop. So the shop was like his front.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, right? I've seen a lot of people who run boutiques right now start from that same story, and I think one of the sharpest people I've seen, I've not met them, but I've seen since they started, is Backyard Shoes in Westlands, right? Backyard Shoes used to just be one store. Remember, in West T, and those guys, they're definitely
I've flipped,
financial smart.
I think, and I mean, I'm glad that we're having this conversation at this moment on this podcast, especially because we're tied up with the year account from
Yes,
from COP. And the thing about it is, it's like whenever I see young entrepreneurs, like whenever I see young people like making it against odds, like you mentioned Backyard Shoes, you mentioned your guy who sells, and Instagram has got so many people,
Planet Shoes, man.
who have built proper businesses just through their hustle. And I think like whenever I see young people hustling, I think first of all I'll always say it's very important that you deliver service, because that's very important, because sometimes I think the service can be lost. But I think sometimes that the older heads try to downplay the young bucks who are coming through.
Yep.
Take for example this Gabsy show over the weekend. So this is how I feel the entertainment scene works. And big up going up to Airbeat, right? I feel that the entertainment scene, especially for young people, works like this. Like young people or the younger members of society are about their own thing. Gen Z are about their own thing. Like, and you know what? It's okay if I don't understand it. It's okay if even you don't understand it. You get?
Yeah.
They're on their own. So when the noise is being made about Gabsy, of course the older heads on
They don't
On
who's
socials,
Gabsy?
yeah.
Never heard of Gabsy. And I was laughing because I'm like, yo, you're gonna see 5,000 kids
Pull up.
singing word for word.
Word for word.
Bruh, did you see that?
Karaoke. Yep.
These kids were singing word for word,
Heavy.
bro. Do you know what I mean? And I just think to myself, like one of the youngest, probably really probably the oldest person in that collective who's done an event, like 27. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying that everything was perfect. But you show me an event that's perfect.
Every event
Right,
has its own
everybody who
thing.
does an
Yeah.
event can tell you, like, I can tell you events that we've done that have looked so perfect on the outside, but behind the scenes, my gosh,
Damage
It's a
control
different
101.
damage control, you
It's
get
a
me?
different one.
Yeah.
So they will go on to become a bigger group. They'll do bigger events and bigger things. And I think I'm saying for the older heads, rather than tear down what these kids are doing, see, you call them. The way that we were talking to these guys these guys who were supposed to bring Thames. Meet with them
Chang and Malcolm.
and try to give them the knowledge and the experience that you have.
We can all win.
So that you can watch them win, and that's the thing about it is, and I think if that's just an event, right? I'm thinking about some of the challenges. And what do you reckon are some of the challenges that, like, when I speak to young people, they tell me that gatekeeping is a real thing.
Gatekeeping, fam. Even at my big age, I can point you to that shit. all day. You know, it happens, right? But I'm glad that you're talking about that, right? Imagine the cats who just did Gabsy, right? Can you imagine having to service an LPO? Probably someone has said to you, this is our sponsorship. And you know that money ain't coming out before,
Anytime.
right?
Yeah.
And you need to pay for security, you need to pay for the stage, you need to pay for this and that. How many partners or banks can you go to who can actually help you with that?
Yeah, and how many banks will listen to you as well?
Exactly.
You know?
Like preposition for young guys.
But also,
You know
I
what
think that also what is good, and this is such a perfect conversation for and Corp, is that I think that it's important for all banks to understand that when it comes to their youth offering, it's like young'uns are about that business. Because if every single piece of research that you see, young people are saying, yo, like our biggest fear is not being able to provide for our future. Our biggest fear is not making it. Our biggest fear is not being able to make money. So I think that any youth, any bank that's serious, like we are with the Year account, about empowering young people, because it's not even just about like opening an account. It's like your financial partner as you grow. Like there are people who are our age now who still have their Year account.
Bro, what do you mean?
Bank card.
I am here.
You're here, exactly.
Bro, me, like the craziest thing about it, I have 3 Corp bank accounts. Imagine that.
But this is what I'm saying, and
3 Corp bank
you've grown
accounts.
through their different offerings.
Through them.
So the point I'm making is when you talk about someone like Airbeat, who are young entrepreneurs, young people who are in business, it's super important to make sure that you support them because you mentioned half of these guys don't even know what an LPO is.
Bro, it's here's the thing, right? You know, especially for the young guys and anybody who's young and in business, you need a bank that understands you. And you see, here's the thing. The good thing about growing with a bank, like say for instance, you started with Year and you keep going, they know your record. They know how much money is coming in, how much money is going out. Like I can tell you this, right? There's times my cash in account, my savings or my dollar, which I have the 3 with Corp Bank, right? They'll send me a message and be like, hey, you can take an advance salary loan of X amount. And the minute it comes,
they see your activity.
Bro, and probably I'm even late by like a day or 2. I don't get no
Right.
They're
Me, I
not on
can
your
tell
neck.
you
bro.
that.
It's just automatic. That relationship.
Yeah,
Fam.
I think it's important, man, and I just wanted to encourage the Airbeat guys because I know you got a lot of people saying a lot of things. I'm gonna encourage you guys, keep doing your thing. The only way to get better is to start, to keep going, and to keep going. Take the learnings and make the next one bigger.
Yeah, and also this is not their first event. These guys have been out here for a bit since I knew of them. They've done like 4 maybe other mini events. So this
is the
like,
biggest. Yeah, this is the biggest one.
This is the biggest one. I've seen them now. Okay, now we are bringing an artist, and that's why I even took him outside the country. You know, because he was in UG, did a UG gig, came back. So it's no small thing. You try do it, and then you come and tell us.
I remember the first event that, like, when we just launched Homeboys Radio, the very first event we did. The first big event we did at Carnivore, Sepetuka. And by then we were just a young station and we were just like, okay, so maybe we'll get 1,500 people. So we were just using Simba Salon. 5,000 people showed up, bro.
Pulled up.
Like, bro, the guy, and these are youngins, we're going back to like the 2007, 2008.
Who was on the lineup?
It was, oh my, it was just
it Chris
us.
Martin?
No. This is
The first Sepetuka.
The first Sepetuka. Bro, they took over Carnivore, bro. Like we didn't have any additional security. We just were not ready. You get me? The second one, it was like a military thing.
Heavy.
So you learn as you go along. Anyway, big up Airbeat, man, and keep it moving. Now, guys, there's a question that we had in the group earlier on that I found very interesting. So according to research, men spend an average of 7 hours a year hiding in the bathroom, making it their safe space. Now that might sound very weird, but I get it. Now let me explain how I get it, because I don't spend 7 hours in the bathroom hiding, because I don't know what to hide from. But I know many, especially where we're filming, the state that we're filming in. I remember like when I used to live here, fam. When I used to sit on the bench downstairs, like in the evening, bro, you used to see all of these families come, the school kid bus drops off the kids, wife comes home, the dad's driving, fam. Those, like many of the men in this estate, you see them sitting in their car for like an hour before they go into the house.
Get into character.
Tire them down.
Why are men hiding in cars and bathrooms?
You know why?
Why?
You know.
Pressure.
You are not hiding, right? What's the difference between you and your neighbors? I wonder.
Maybe you don't like your kids.
Maybe you don't.
Eh?
No,
Yeah.
serious,
Don't just
bro.
take it there,
Bro,
Calvin.
no.
No, he's right. I'm going. You know where I'm going with him? Let me tell you. During COVID, people got to know their kids.
Their kids.
They
You're
didn't know them.
This is young terrorist.
It's like, you imagine. Remember, you have this
Daddy,
kid
daddy,
who's
daddy.
at school for like he's at
A
school
better part of the
like,
day,
boarding.
bro.
He's at boarding for how many months a year? Then all of a sudden,
he's in
this
a
guy was
sentence 9
in the
months a year.
house.
9 months a year.
9 months a year,
And
right?
then now they're there full time.
2 years.
Hello.
You didn't know your
They're
kids.
dropping statements like, I've known you more in this last 2 years. Yo, when they said outside was open, they were like,
Back to school.
But you
drop
see,
you at
also
school.
at the same time, it's not only the kids who are going through this thing. You even as a dad, now you have to actually sit down as the dad, the mom is there, the kids are there, everybody is now present. Now you have to actually put in the work to be a family unit, because before, the house manager is the one who is Spider-Man, holding everybody
But you
together
know
with the
what?
spider webs.
Pardon us. We didn't grow up in that kind of setting. You're saying
But
true
now we're
words.
here. So
No,
now
bro,
what are you
come
gonna
back this
do?
side.
What do you mean?
said
Now
true.
you're here.
No, but
His
he's right.
family setting is perfect.
No, but what
I
he's-
honestly can't comprehend that.
No, regardless of the kind of setup or the kind of, it could be a nucleus family, it could be whatever kind of family setup you have, bro. This was a time where everybody
Exactly.
is home. Everyone is home. So now you're not relying on their house help to help you, raise the kids, to watch over the kids. When you're home, you have an online meeting, yes, but now remember the kids are the most important. The meeting is there because of the kids, because this is where your bread is coming from, and the kids need to
But
eat.
the kids are most important though.
Yes, that's why you have the job, bro.
Of course. Now you see,
That's why you have the job.
That's a very interesting thing that you should say that, because obviously your daughter's mom, your daughter has an extended family, a very extended family
Yeah.
support system.
Extremely.
Fam, there are men out there who the buck stops with them.
100.
That's it. 100%. It goes no further. And I think sometimes that, like, I mean, I don't want to get on this tip of boy, men is so hard, whatever, right?
Gender wars.
But gender wars, right? But
Yeah.
I saw, and I'll send it to Byron, right? I saw this graphic, right?
You better put it up, Byron.
I'll send it to him. No, let me send it to you now before I forget, right?
You will forget
Where's your
this
notebook,
one.
Byron?
Hey,
Write down the
will
points.
he forget?
You better
No,
not.
he's,
You know you.
no, worry not. Let him take down the notes.
No,
of
let me-
the clips he needs to.
No, let me send it to him now before I forget.
Let me send him a clip.
So basically, a lot of people are complaining that we say, put the clip here,
And then it
momentum,
doesn't.
The clip doesn't appear.
Even me, I'm complaining.
It's an empty clip.
Shooting blanks.
Guess what Byron does to the clips?
What's
that?
He resets them.
No.
Kind of like his Sundays.
Oh, leave him alone.
Okay, that's a soft plug. We'll allow it.
All right,
We'll
but
allow
I
it.
will send it to you though. But I'll say it was yesterday.
Also, he says he has big things in store for us for Reset Sundays. So watch out. Look out for Byron's latest video.
Okay, and bear
Big
that in
like
mind.
Austin's head.
We need to talk to Austin. There's something that Austin has done that we need to talk about. But basically,
what is Austin?
wait. Let's finish the conversation.
The tea.
So this basic image is of a black man, and he has like 8 hands. And in one hand he has home, the other hand he has job, the next hand he has like family.
But with the third
one
hand?
hand he has like money. Next door be like, and it's showing all the responsibilities that a man has. So there was one hand that was free. Do you know what someone wrote? Do you know what a woman wrote on that? That hand that's free is the one that he'll use to cheat on you.
Oh wow!
And you are right.
But then
Because
again, but then
with that
again,
kind of attitude, you're getting cheated on.
But was there a bar in that?
Don't bite the hand that
but I'm
feeds
saying
you.
The thing with the image was it was supposed to represent the
hard
struggles of
work.
a black,
Yeah, yeah,
hard
yeah.
work of a black man.
Yeah.
A woman wrote on that. The one hand he has free.
He will
And
cheat
so
you in
what?
that.
You didn't complain about the rest. You
know
didn't
what I
complain
mean?
about the rest.
So I think that's why, and I mean it's so easy to laugh at it and stuff, but I really do believe I really do believe that as men also, we don't support each other.
I think the drawing back to the initial conversation of men spending 7 hours in the washroom a year, men spending hella time in the parking lot in the car before they step into the house. I feel like for most part, not even just that, bro, even before you step into the office, you know, like, yes, we've arrived to work, but it's finally happening. Like, here we are now. I have to go into the plantation. You know, the cotton has to be picked and all that. I feel like most of us men, before we commit ourselves fully into something, whether by choice or circumstances have forced us into that, we have this brief moment of silence to just take in reality before we now take action. Like, you're accepting reality as is. Yes, there's that thought of, man, if I could have it my way, it could be like this and this, but here we are, I now have to do this. So now when it comes to you learning how to walk around now the family setup where my kids are there, my wife is there, like, they're going to demand, and it's not because they are selfish, they're demanding of you and your presence to be there. No. It's just that this is what is required for the whole thing to work out, because you're not the only one pouring your full energy into the family setup. Your wife too. You know, your kids too. Now, gender-defined roles have to now be talked about. Like, okay, so now that we are home, what are we doing?
But you know,
are we
what?
sharing responsibilities?
You guys are talking about this from such a very, very positive perspective. Yo, some of these guys, men, right, are married to women who went on and forgot about them.
Right? Forgot about who? Themselves?
No, forgot about the man. Right? You're now seen as just a guy who works for us.
You're
an employee.
Right? You're like what? You're a check to us, right? Some of these people are no longer friends with the people they dated.
Yeah.
They've just got someone, bruh. You get? Yeah. These people who will take time and be like, oh, this is my husband, what. And husbands will take time. You get what. So the continuation goes on. Then you have people who've now gotten to a point where they just don't like each other. Are they ready to go through and divorce and what?
No.
There's so
Let
many
me
different
ask
ways.
a question.
True.
Let me ask the question. You see, like abroad, people will divorce on a dime. Like, it's not working. Is there a taboo about divorce in Africa?
Oh, you see, here's the thing, right? So, you know, before we even start to get married, there's the whole traditional thing. Our parents, we've come home, we've given cows. If there was a kid before, we broke the what do you call it? The goat's leg. So there's all of these different traditions. So before you guys are even going through this whole divorce thing, right? Guys are like, oh, no, you guys talk to the elders. What? So it's not as...
I hate that I'm always that guy, but there's a pal of mine who was here 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And had a massive wedding and divorced after 1 year. And he said to me...
Were you the DJ at the wedding?
I was the DJ at the wedding. And then 1 year, right? And then I keep on telling people, listen, there's only one... I don't want to curse anyone, but fam... 95% of the weddings that I've DJ'd that have ended in divorce. Anyway,
the statistics.
But it's
Check
like
the statistics.
I said to him, how did your parents take this? He goes, yo, my dad almost disowned me, bro. Like,
it's a taboo, bro.
Disowned me. Like, you know how strong that word is, disowned.
Yeah.
It's like how you guys view hip hop of this age. Because maybe until a certain point where I feel like you guys accepted the current hip hop that we have, you're like, what are we listening to, man? Like, because you guys are used to the Nas, you're used to the Jay-Z's, you know.
But that's different. I think for us...
Because, no, hear me out.
Because we're music people. That's all.
Hear me out. Allow me to land.
Yeah.
Because what you have kind of formed a blueprint there.
Right.
That's like
Jay-Z
a double
album.
entendre, man. Yeah, you have now like a blueprint of... Okay, so this is a system that, one, I've seen it work, I understand how to maneuver it, and I know how to pass it on maybe to the next generation. But now, if we now bring this analogy into families and how people raise generations, there's a way that our parents were raised, and to them they took note of what works and what doesn't work. And Austin can, maybe bear witness. So through your upbringing, you now edit and you apply what you feel is best. And now once you have believed in that system as the best, why should Austin's son come and tell Austin that, no, dad, I think this is how I want to go about it? Austin will be like, wait a minute.
You spend all that money.
Do you know how much? Do you know how much? So now, to our parents, as Calvin's point was very important, you have to look at the context. By the time you guys are actually getting married is the least important part of this whole process. This is like the official saying that, okay, now you're man and wife. So by the time you guys are getting to a point where separation is now imminent and you're looking into divorce, now, as Calvin is saying, now the elders have to come in. Can we salvage this situation? They believe that there is some wisdom that lies within these people, the aunties, the uncles, and you have to give it to them because there's a life that they have lived. You're wiser than the rest of us.
It's like, okay, so glad that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I'd really like, on a different tangent, I'd like to know what the divorce rate in India is with arranged marriages.
No, but then I think culturally as well, that they
stick it through. All right,
so, but our parents and that generation, they believed in fighting, but there was a price that they paid for that.
Yeah,
that us guys
in the Bible,
are not willing to pay for that.
By the way, think about it, bruh. Do you know what? Think about it. You don't even need to go into statistics or whatever. Yesterday, I was in the gym, right? And when I'm in the gym, 9 times out of 10, I allow Spotify to just do its thing. I pick one song.
Sorry. 1% divorce rate in India.
1%.
There you go.
Right?
Sorry. 1% in India is a lot.
Right. So
that's more than Kenya.
More than Kenya's population. So I'm in the gym, right?
Yeah.
And boom, I listen to a lot of different sounds, fam. And Anita Baker song
came on.
As you're working out.
Yeah, it just randomly popped up because I was listening to some Keisha Cole stuff, right?
Nice. R&B as you walk
R&B.
out. I love it.
Well, I mean, that's me. People laugh at me.
You walk up to R&B.
I walk
Trying
out,
to look sexy doing the lifts, listening to Keisha Cole.
It's not the waist. It's my heart.
Yo, listen.
Away.
I don't know what you lot are saying about me listening to R&B in the gym, but my legs.
You walk out.
My legs are saying something.
You walk out to R&B.
Even gospel.
I'd listen to R&B
Even gospel.
any day, anytime, doing anything.
I love R&B. No. When love don't make you walk away and you can't help who you love, I listen to that in the gym. But anyway, we'll come back to that. That's gospel. But for me, bro, if you listen to what I listen to in the gym. But anyway, back to the story.
Hold up, let me throw in one more.
Wow.
Rose Mohando. Ni bebe.
Oh my God.
Idiot.
Shusha nyavu.
This song, shuffled up, Anita Baker, giving you the best that I've got. Right? Now,
that's you in the gym, huh?
In the gym, I don't care. And that's what shuffle up. Do you know what the opening line of the and I was doing barbell rows at the time. And during the set, I stopped and rewound the song about the start about 4 times. The song starts by saying, is there something I can give you in exchange for everything you give to me? Read my mind. You make my something feel so fine when I think my peace of mind is out of reach. The scales are always unbalanced, but we've got to weigh up something all it has to be. I hope you see that you can lean on me and together we can calm a stormy sea. Something like that, right? Then she goes on to say, along the lines of people are going to have to guess again and they thought we were going to break up. Fam, what caught me, and I immediately jumped into my music WhatsApp group. I'm like, yo, because I got a group of people around the world who, music. I'm like, yo, this was written in 1988 or 9, whatever it was, yeah? Fam, contrast that to what's being said now. So those songs there reflected people who were willing to work at something, even though it wasn't perfect. To now it'd be like, ski it. like
If you see me and you tryna see what's up,
yeah, you have to. So
hey, sexy red man, and nah, she fire. bro.
Even
She
the music,
fire.
but even the music reflects the change.
But no, you can't compare sexy red and Anita Baker, bro. That's unfair.
I just did it.
That's
I
unfair,
just
bro.
did it.
You can't.
I did it.
You
know
can't.
that- I did it.
Sexy Red is taking guys to Pound Town, bro.
I think-
Anita Baker is talking about a relationship. This is heaven and earth. You can't do. That's unfair.
I was watching
the metrics are unfair.
I was watching a very.
I'll give you that.
I was watching a very interesting documentary yesterday, right? Yeah, give it to each other. So, I'm watching this documentary yesterday, and it was talking about like the metrics of like Spotify streaming, how there was a whole UK Parliament inquest into what exactly is going on. And I love just listening to you guys, just listen to both your points. I want to liken it to what one of the guys who's like very heavy in the industry, I'll remember his name, was saying, you can't go about the metrics of music based upon what was being done years ago, right? Albums were being sold. This was guarantee money. There was the advances. There was the this, that. Right now, if you're streaming, say for instance, you have 1 million streams and you're in a band of like 2 people, right? You have a writer, you have what? The company still has to recover. Spotify has to make its money. So you end up with probably
Peanuts.
right? And they were like, that is still not going to be what is going to move music on to the next place, right?
100%.
There'll be a whole other thing that will come and change. But if you're stuck here right now saying that it was being done like that and we have to do it like this, it's going to be overtaken.
And that's the same thing you're saying about how people relate to each other.
Exactly.
Yep.
Because honestly, I look at how guys used to relate. Like in the 90s, when I look at my uncles and just, general worldview, and, having read papers and everything. On this here podcast, a couple of months ago, we spoke about the rate of divorce. The highest divorce in towns. Nairobi, the Wajirs, what. Bro, it's not what it used to be. You get. You also can't have a conversation about Anita Baker and say that. And fam, we're in an era where I can tell you what your wife looks like in her swimming costume.
Wow.
You get.
You lost me there.
No, meaning that
Social media and
social
everything.
media, like,
You can't. Okay,
like,
yeah, I get it.
your
I get
wife
it.
was your wife
I'm with
those
you.
days.
Your
I'm with
wife
you.
was your wife.
These days, your
She's
wife
our wife.
is our,
Is
Is
our
your wife
wife.
single?
yeah,
You get.
imagine.
Fam, we've gotten to a point where I don't need a telephone booth. I could really just DM you.
Yeah, and it's
But
crazy.
that's the ultimate test.
No,
Okay.
So it's going to get to a point where people are now going to start realizing, I want my privacy back. I want to, like, what's this? And I'm going to predict it. It's going to get to a point on Instagram. They might just roll out a version and probably charge you for it and say, hey, on this one, you won't accept no DMs or you can't get them. You get.
I think
That
no,
privacy.
I agree with you because I mean initially when I think I traveled one summer and I noticed amongst my younger cousins that they do not give each other's numbers out. They're giving each other's Instagram handles out.
Yeah.
So hit me up on IG. It's not like we'd be like, here's my number.
Here's my number,
These young ones be like, hit me up on IG, Snapchat, whatever.
Yeah.
But this whole thing about privacy, I think privacy is gonna become the new cool at some
Yeah,
point.
it is.
Because it's like one of those ones like I say to myself, even for because I have 2 Instagram accounts. I got
Oh, you
one
have a banner.
No, it's not a burner. One is mine, as in me. The other one is G Money.
Everybody.
And my Instagram account has got like 16 people on it.
Is it Conrad?
No,
Anthony.
you can't find it. It's got a name you'll never
It's a
find.
banner. It's a banner.
It's not a burner.
What you doing over there?
He's
with
had
that
it a
account?
while.
Those are just people
You've
who
had it a while.
And those are just people who I've gone to say, hey, this is da-da-da-da-da. And the thing about it is, it's because I realize that I feel that it's so easy to present yourself in a particular way with IG that's not accurate. For example, it's like, honestly, if you're one of those people who's always balling on IG, like, I see people like, balling this, balls this, and then you call me for money. I'm confused.
Well, go on.
I'm 100% confused. I am confused.
But okay, let me ask you. Allow me to play devil's advocate. Why are you confused?
I'm confused because you posted 2 hours ago that take me back to Santorini, and you posted
No
1
way.
minute ago, wait a minute, this influencer deal that you're doing. And then you're calling me because you need to borrow money.
And from that, what do we learn generally?
So what we learn from that generally is
Yeah.
don't believe everything you see. But
Yeah.
but the point of the matter is now, here's like you guys always say, if I'm going through something, it reflects on my social media.
socials, yeah.
People always say if I pissed you off, let me go and check your IG. Your profound shit. You get me? But the point I'm making is
Gandhi.
it's okay. No, it's okay. But the point I'm making is it's like is that I feel that that's part of the mental health crisis that we have.
But
That because I feel I am within my rights to see you living your best life on IG 1 hour ago.
You know-
yeah, for me to now come and say like wagwan.
but you
Is
know,
that unfair?
Yes, it's very unfair.
Why?
Because
You
you're
know-
making maybe this is a
Maybe
front
I
for
got
me
robbed.
to get my. Yeah, maybe that too. Maybe I just lost some money.
maybe I just got robbed, man.
Or maybe
What go on?
this is
Help
how
a
I
brother.
attract potential, business mates, this is
You
how I
know,
attract a
I don't
potential.
know, man.
Let me tell you, here's the
Yes,
thing.
a partner that I can work with, a brand that I can work with, because okay, we like the aesthetic, we like this and this. Let's work with this guy,
I
and
just-
boom,
you know,
I faked it, and here I am right now.
when
So
we
now
start-
just slip me a couple of thousands, bro.
when we
Don't be
start,
like that,
when we
man.
start teleporting, man, I really want to go back to like the 60s or the 70s, right after that whole 70s that guys talk about, like in Kenya. I'd love
As
to
a
go
black
back.
man, you don't want to go back into the 70s.
No, in Kenya, in the 70s,
As a black
right?
man, you don't want to go back into the 70s.
In Kenya, as a
Again.
black, yeah. I mean, it was a good time.
Become
right?
a party man.
Nairobi looks dope.
Nairobi looks dope, right? If you were educated, you knew had a couple of things, it was a pretty calm place. You get? But why I'm saying that is this, right? You just mentioned something and it's got me thinking, right? So, they say Nairobi is a city of optics. Right?
Optics.
Oh my God.
Yes, right?
Let's talk optics.
Yeah, guys, bro, the way they present themselves and everything. And that got me thinking the other day, right? So on Instagram, you want to portray this, optics, right? On Twitter, you're trying to be candid and you have sense of humor, you know how to type this, that, what. On Facebook, your grandmother, all of them need to know. Threads, I don't even know if we check that. You have Snapchat, you have
Yeah.
this. Bro, all of those are so many different facets of your life.
Right.
Then on top of that, you have LinkedIn, where you still have to update and write these essays for you to write them so well for people to be like, this is someone
Man.
worthy of us giving
Shout
a
out to
corner.
Rainer.
You get?
Hey, Rainer rewrote my
LinkedIn.
when he was unemployed. I'm like, yo, boss,
You get?
rewrite my
So
my
you get
CV, my LinkedIn, everything.
So you see, we're now at a place where everything it's not face value. It has something that is a conduit to it, right?
Some quality attached to it.
So you mentioned the word optics, and it's funny. I had an hour and a half conversation last night with someone, and we were discussing Nairobi optics. And it's very interesting that one of the conclusions we drew on the back of that conversation was that because we all, and this is somebody this is somebody how little we actually know of some of the people we know very well.
Yeah.
Because we know the optics of who they are as opposed to who they are. And it's really interesting because it's like what we came to the conclusion is half of Nairobi don't know each other, but they know each other.
Socially.
You get?
But that's back to the
So like
conversation.
for example, it's like let's talk about optics, right?
Yeah.
Before we jump back to the conversation, it's like I would like to think, that if someone was to say describe Andy's personality or Jimani's personality or Cameron's personality, I would like to think that if you drew from very many sources, you'd get an accurate picture of what we're about. Even if there's no information about what we're about, you get? Now, the thing about it is, it's like, it made me really think, and I think about the industry, and I think about radio, and I think about work. How many people, I don't think I know anybody, apart from you, that I work with. In the entire building.
But also
and
at
that's
the same,
okay.
At the same time, You're not trying to know anyone, bro.
Well, there is that.
Especially at work,
There is
come
that.
on from in and out.
I'm not the most like social person at work anyway,
Yeah,
or generally,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's just at the end of the day, like it made me think that like I could throw a name at you right now and you'd be like, yeah, I know that person, but I don't know that person. But the danger with that, is as time goes by, you end when the veil starts to lift on everyone's life, as it does at some point, because maybe you've had a change, you've had a family, or you've whatever. You find yourself at the age of 40, and you look around you. There's nobody around you because you've spent your time with people who you didn't actually know.
Okay, so strike the balance for us. How would we go about it now? What do we do about it?
We spoke about this on the podcast last week, and I said there's a difference between friends. You intentionally create time, call them, spend time. People
100%.
you're with in the bar, you get people you're with in the bar, you happen to see ever so often. Those are your acquaintances. There's a difference, and we're saying it again. Friends, acquaintances are different.
Yeah.
And all of this best friend thing.
It's like last week, for example, right?
Yeah.
Last week, I was at my Figa, right? And I went with a pal of mine. I've mentioned him on the podcast before. Richie Odongo is a lawyer. And he said that last time I mentioned him, he became famous because we heard on the mics are open. But yeah, Richie, you again.
Run us the money.
Yeah, so Richie,
Yeah.
and if you ever need to get any copyright work done, he's your guy, right? So Richie came to we were watching the Man City. Who did they play last week? It was a big Liverpool game. So then after that, I had to go to Mataiga for this gig. So Richie's like, yo, I'm coming, man. So he came, and I'm like, I think he saw a completely different side of me because he's seen me obviously in the club and a bar next door, and into the music, and you're swinging and you're enjoying it, and as a consumer.
Yeah.
Right? This is the first time he's actually accompanied me to a gig.
Yes.
So and then this is
your
where,
professional
this is
element.
where he see me sat on the chair like, I can't wait to go home. Then you get up, you perform, and he's like, your job is fun, and I'm like, it really isn't.
Yeah.
So you see, that's the thing about people who know you and people who know you.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that there's a crisis. There's a whole crisis that we're heading into because we spend a lot of time with people we don't know.
Make intention.
Intention, man.
Bro, it's like
I don't think so.
It's like yesterday, and I'm glad that we mentioned this, right?
You're always glad, but go on. But I'm joking.
So yesterday, I'm just there watching something on the telly, and I had a kid crying, and I was like, that must be my former colleague's daughter. No, daughter, son, I don't even know what they are. And I'm like, that must be them. And I remember one time they asked me, have you come, when are you going to come check on the kid? And I was like, I will. They live literally below me.
Yeah, okay.
And this is someone that we worked with.
I know. I know you're talking about, yeah.
You get. And I just thought to myself, Did you go? No. This was literally
Were you
last
still
night.
thinking to yourself
No,
right
I
now
thought to
in
myself,
real time?
Back to that whole conversation of like friends, because this is someone we worked with.
No, but why didn't you go?
No, it's just because
I would have gone.
So it hit you that time has really gone. You haven't done anything about it.
Okay, so there's two things, right? So I thought about it. I was like, okay, cool. I've been, busy, but not too busy too, right? So that's bad of me too. Not have done that. They literally, I don't use the lift. I literally run up the stairs, and my stairs are right besides them. Then, so I thought about that. I was like, okay, I really need to go. Then my head kicks in, an excuse. Perfect. It's like, has the kid been immunized? You don't really need to like go there. Maybe you might spread.
Come on, man.
Just say you didn't want to go.
Exactly.
Bro,
Just say you don't want to
I thought
go.
about it like that, and I was just like, yo, because a couple of weeks ago, I was at my friend's house, and they were like, oh, now we can let people come because the kid has been immunized, right? So now in my head, I was like, whoo, because I had a bit of a cough on Monday. So
You literally talked yourself out of going though, let's be honest.
So that's why I'm glad I'm having an honest conversation about it. Because I went from asking myself, yo, this is someone would sit with each and every single. We've had countless
Yeah.
breakfast dates.
Yeah,
What? You know what I mean?
Okay, so
think
now what's the
literally-
resolve at the end of the day?
So I was
What's
like,
the
okay, I
decision about
really
it?
need to. Then same thing. I was like, yo, I need to go see Fuego's
Kid.
kid.
Right.
You get. And Fuego's kid, I've had the clothes that I bought in my car for 3 weeks.
Wow.
He still haven't gone.
I would say this still hasn't gone. I would say this, man. Just take your time to know the people around, and Nairobi optics can leave
Yeah.
you empty. Now, I don't know. We've been quite serious on the pod today, but there's a couple stories that I want us to get out before we bounce. Yeah, this story has made my day. Right, shout going out to Horace_K on Twitter. So basically, there's a KOT biz handle that says, "What are you selling?" And it's basically designed so that you can promote your hustle by like saying, "Okay, I sell
I
this."
sell this and that.
Horace K has put out the things that he sells. Free delivery within Gigiri, Spring Valley, Runda, and Kitisuru. Mike G, he has and he sells food like, masala fries,
Yeah.
sausages, samosas, chapos, chicken, cream, the regular stuff, our stuff, pilau, whatever, yeah? He has quoted his prices in US dollars.
Yep.
I love it.
So, for example, 2 sausages are $5.
Let me convert that.
That's $7.50. That's around
Hizo ni
$7.50.
bei ngapi za unga ya chapati, eh?
Hey, that's why he's around Gigiri, Spring Valley, Runda, and Kitisuru, guys.
For two,
$7.66.
Right, so 2 samosas are $5.
$7.66.
Right, 2 sausages and
Iko
fries.
siku.
2 sausages and fries, $7.99.
$7.99.
Dollar.
1,224.
So
For two,
Chapo,
two emojis.
chapati and
Come on,
coconut
man.
beans and cream spinach, $10.99. So of course everybody
Pilawanas.
is like, yo,
Bro, 1,683.
everyone is like asking.
You got me on the free delivery though. Okay.
The biggest question is being asked is, and here is the crux of the conversation. Sharon says to him, "Why is your food priced in dollars?" He replied, "We want a stable business. The shilling is not stable."
Simple, straight to the point.
I can't even hate.
Argue
You
with
can't
that.
argue with the man. Yeah, he knows what he wants. Yeah.
Bruh.
But damn. That's
Mas-
wild. But elitists love that.
Someone says you are not the target market.
Yeah.
Like
You're
guys
not.
are asking about the, and then he's posted a picture and he's like business is thriving and he's posted the pictures of like loads of dollars.
Are you buying from him?
No, I don't really like to buy this kind of food from people I don't know. But here's the thing, bro. I keep on telling you, I've seen this movie before. Jamaica, 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, when there was they even probably longer than that, when they freed up the exchange rate, and it's gone to where it is now, and it's literally dollar for dollar, shilling for shilling where it is now. Fam, guys started announcing rental units. When you rent your house, it's now $700 a month.
Yeah.
Guys are pegging stuff, and it's gonna happen here where guys start pegging stuff towards the US dollar because the dollar. Because if you think about it, it's like I was looking at a house in Coast on a billboard on the way here today, and it's just like a 2-bedroom apartment, 6.5, right, in Nyali, right? That a year and a half or 2 years ago was $60,000.
Yeah.
Now it's $40,000.
100%. Don't go too far. When you're hitting this roundabout by Daystar, there's a big billboard over there. Those guys are selling property in dollars.
In dollars.
Yep.
Wow.
Bro, it's gotten to a point. People are quoting, like, if you're trying to onboard a new client, just to try and not so that, you've probably quoted and said, hey, it's going to cost you a retainer of X.
And they're quoting in dollars now.
Guys are quoting in dollars.
Wow.
And
Me,
it's
I'm
just
not
because-
the TA because now I'll have to remove my converter to start converting into Kenya
No,
shillings.
but from honestly, say you're in business, right? You're in exports and imports. You get what I mean? If you're importing something at say $10,000, what you buy that $10,000 for, and say it has to get on a ship, it's here maybe in a month and a half, bro. That dollar's changed.
Oh, by the time it arrives,
You get?
Yeah.
So you're going at a loss.
Facts.
You get? So all of these are some of the measures where people will get in and just be like, okay. It's like I'm hearing guys saying, hey, I want to import a car right now. I'm like, that's a hobby.
Yeah, I mean, but I think, I don't know, man. There's one half of me that's like, we need austerity because, it's the only way to fix the past financially. But there's other half that goes, there has to be a social or a humanitarian element. Like for me, and I've said it on the radio before, I'm in for health reform. Like, I don't mind if they take more money from us to make sure that people who can't afford to go to hospital can go to hospital.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anybody should be denied hospital treatment because of their financial status in society.
Man.
Healthcare, education, security, a stable climate within which to do business. That's all
non-negotiable.
I ask for.
Yeah.
You get me?
Like, if we had a system that works like, the what do you call it?
NHS.
Or NHS.
Yeah, we need. So I'm all for health reform, but a lot of what's happening is nonsense. Anyway,
The problem is corruption. Let's just call it what it is, right? But imagine a country where you just had a bit of a pain. Yeah, walk in. Just show your card.
And you go.
And you're gone. Which, by the way, we actually can't afford it, eh? We really can't.
I think. I mean, and even NHS has issues in the
just
UK.
before you proceed. And when I say we can't afford it, is if we come up with a sensible scheme that even a conductor will be able to say, hey, I contributed to this, knowing that no matter what, for as long as I am alive.
Yes.
And anybody, with any change in government, from this government to that government, we're covered.
Yeah, we have
bro, we're
access
doing
to
good.
this and
We're
that.
doing good.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
For real.
Governorship, bro. We got you, man. We got you.
Yeah, because we know you're running.
Stay campaigning.
Anyway, no, Andy. When Calvin runs for governor, whichever county he gets, we are fleecing that county.
We there.
Fam.
Hey.
It's like the president's belt. Before we go, let's talk about the president's belt, right? So all we guys have been talking about the president wearing an expensive belt, right?
Man, he's trying to whoop you guys into form.
Shape. But think about it though, right? The belt was SR. I thought it was just like somewhere.
You thought it was from Gikomba?
I thought it was his just initials. I don't know.
What?
I did. But
You thought he had his names on the thing?
Exactly.
WSR.
I
In
was
case
like-
you forgot what my name is.
I was like, this is so shamba. You get me?
Bro,
But then
that man's not Shamba.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But that's what I thought.
Yeah, you were
SR.
like, bro.
But now when Twitter decided to investigate and it's a very expensive brand, and you know what? I want you guys to cut the president some slack. Fam.
He's the president, bro.
Fam, as in, this guy this guy has money. We know he has money, and he has his presidential
Bro,
salary
you know
and all
that
this stuff.
chicken
Right?
is a lot, man.
Fam, if he wants to buy a belt that's $2,000, let the man buy it. Because if you had the money, it's like if you had the money to buy it, you'd buy it yourself. You just don't have the money.
So you want him to take that $2,000 and party you or something?
I'm
But
just saying,
here's the thing. Who even said he bought it?
might be a gift.
Exactly.
Yeah.
End of story. Moving on.
Yeah, it might
Yeah.
be a gift. But my thing
Bro,
is this.
do you really think that guy buys himself anything?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I think he does.
I feel
though.
like he's on the
if
ground
Ruto-
proper.
No,
if
I
Ruto-
think he does.
Yeah.
I think he's a
If
dog.
Ruto,
No,
I think-
even on top of that,
if Ruto
I
were
think
to-
he's the guy to bargain.
Yo, if Ruto were
I
to
don't
check
think he's the
into
guy to buy like
If
first
Ruto
price.
were to
That guy will
check into
bargain.
my shop, I'm buying him lunch, bro.
Nah, man.
Bro, picture
Nah.
with Ruto
No,
over
you
there. I'm like,
won't.
No.
You will
hell
fleece him
No,
off some money.
me,
no,
I want
I'm alright.
the kind of interaction that I want with the president is that he walks into the shop and he goes, "Oh, my friends, buy a soda." And the soda costs, how much is soda? I don't drink soda. How much is the soda? Like
What,
100 bob?
100 bob, yeah.
100 bob? And he gives me 10K or 100,000.
You
That's
think-
the kind, I want the handout shit. I want the handout.
He's not that out of touch. Remember a couple of weeks ago
Give
before
me
he
the
gave-
handout. I want that 5 million in the church.
5 million
handout.
for soda. Oh.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is this, and,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and I posted this up yesterday, man. I'm like, y'all just need to enjoy the broke me, because when I have money, I'm gonna be so different. I'm gonna be
There will be
flagrant.
signs.
There will be signs.
Yeah, you'll see the belt.
There
You'll
will
see
be
the,
signs.
you'll see the SR belt.
Yeah.
You know, because the thing about it is, it's like, bro, I even observe. I'm not throwing him under the bus, but I observed my own brother, bro.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like coming up, how we'd go down to Flatbush or Fulton, Brooklyn to do this and that, or be in Boston or do whatever, buying like college
This or
t-shirts
that.
and stuff. The other day he told me, oh, I only wear this brand of t-shirts. And they're like, they're $75 each. And I'm like,
You're pocket watching your bro.
bro, he took...
Give me that money. Let me show you.
My bro took me to a store.
You so much, G.
My brother
We've
took me to a
Kenyanized
store
you.
here in Amsterdam, right? He said to me, yo, you can have one item here, anything you want. So there are some jackets on the rack, bro. And I started looking at these jackets. I saw the jacket, like the cheapest one was like $900.
Yeah.
I was like, it's okay.
If only I could convert this to Kenya shillings, I could do so much
No,
with this
I
one.
was like, because in my mind, I'm saying, yo, I want a MacBook.
Might as well.
But I want a MacBook.
But you know what's crazy? African leaders in that luxury market, though.
But they know it, though. It's real. Bro, when you see...
Like, you know, when you look at some of these stores, right? Like, bro, here's the thing, right? When you speak to some of these guys in, like, say the Mall of Emirates or Dubai Mall, bro, the clients who are going to some of these stores, huh? Haven't you seen the video of Ruto at the mall? Walking around with, like, a couple of guys.
No, I've not seen it.
Him in the mall, only this year.
Bro.
Walking around.
When you see former President Uhuru Kenyatta wearing an Alan Son's watch.
Yeah.
When you see President Ruto wearing an Alan, let me pronounce it properly.
Damn.
Alan
I'd swallow my tongue
watch,
trying to pronounce
right?
that,
Yeah.
bro.
Don't think they don't know.
They know.
They know. They know.
But they've been in this for
And
a
they've
hot
been-
minute.
No.
They
Here's
know.
the thing. Here's the thing, fam. Let me tell you this. It's like, I'll use myself as an example.
When you're in
You
London.
think when I had my passport, I didn't know that I didn't know about Rolls Royce?
Yeah.
You
Right.
get?
Right.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Take a closer.
Oh my God.
I've got my eyes on a Rolls.
Oh,
The
man.
day I'm governor. Please.
Man,
Prado for
let me
who?
tell you.
Prado-
You're getting a
Do you know-
Rolls.
You know, Rolls Royce just made a car that was so silent that guys were getting vertigo inside it.
Wow.
They had to return it to have a bit of like noise.
Anyway.
Bro, me the day, I'm telling
That's
them,
how
the
you
one
feel.
with vertigo. I'm going to drive with headphones.
Utaenjesha wapi Nyeri, bro. Like,
Bro. No, they can put it on a flatbed just to be me, to be inside it.
oh, damn.
True African
It's not that
leader.
kind of podcast, man.
Man,
But it's cool.
I'm just saying that, like, for me,
But here's the thing. Aspiration is a thing.
It's a thing.
You can't sleep on it. Everybody knows what they want. Fam,
They just
not
need that
everybody wants
opportunity.
to. Not everybody wants to eat in that particular kibanda that they're eating at.
Guys are humbled by
they want to go
circumstances.
have a steak at Sankara.
no. I big up Sankara, though. I'm saying this, right?
Man, you just-
I'm just saying this. I don't care what no one says, and I'm gonna be very, very honest here, right? If I was like rich, like stupid rich, I would stunt, bro. Like, I'm telling you, Conrad, bro.
How now? Ebu give us an
How
example.
often are you parking the PJ?
Listen,
Because
first of
this
all,
is very relative.
no.
Because maybe it's to some right now you're starting hard.
Okay, so listen. So
Yeah.
when I tweeted that yesterday on Twitter about guys were saying like, but you have money. I don't have money. I mean money. Like money, like proper money where you don't think about doing things. Like your life
bro.
is like proper money, not money.
Yo,
Fam,
What Vin? Okay.
Andy, Andy, let me tell you.
What
Fam,
vanity? Like talk with G. Talk to me about vanity.
Fam,
bro, one night will
money.
be
Not
bad.
for me.
Yo,
Don't
there's
tell me
money
there's
out here.
money.
Fam,
Give me an
money.
example.
Bro,
Give me an example of you abusing money. Like
listen.
I don't abuse
Vanity.
money.
Let me give you an example.
Vanity
right?
stuff, bro.
Let me give you an example. You guys are chilling over here. You're like, you know what? Our boys in Coast. Really? Cool. It's a Saturday afternoon. Boom. Let's chop her down. You guys are not even.
Yeah, but that's still not money.
That's
No,
small money.
no. No, you're like, bro, we're saying we're stunting, right? You guys are like, oh, let's chop her down. Pop, you park at a hotel, right? You're not even, no landing, helipad, what. Then you're like, oh, man, bro, I left G. Send it back for him.
Bro, that's not money.
No, that's not money,
Yo,
bro.
Zimbabwe, yo,
No,
chill,
that's not
man.
money, bro.
Give
Bro,
us an example.
I'm
You know I know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, but like I'm saying, that's all right. That's
Stunting, that's what you
stunting
said.
money,
Yeah.
right? But I'm talking about generational money that even if you had the worst drug habit on the planet, all of the baddies in Nairobi,
you can't put it out
you
your
can't
nose.
put it out there no more. I'm talking about the kind of money that when you look at a particular like that watch, which is like 70 grand, it's nothing. Fam, when I look at my brother's watch collection, right? For example, and he's going to tell me that his watch collection is worth half a M. Bro, that's on watches.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Now
what I'm
talk to me
talking
about
about.
such
but you
things.
see, what
Talk
I'm
to me
saying.
about
then
buying a watch for 5 mil.
But-
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Bro, here's
Yani
the thing.
uko na gari kwa mkono.
Yeah, but
Hey.
that's nothing.
These are Lanson watches are that's a half a million shilling watch.
But
Yes,
here's
talk
the
to me
thing.
about that
Here's
now.
the thing. When
Yeah,
you're talking,
when I can put 5 million into a watch,
Yeah.
That's
just
good.
know we're talking about money.
your
Yeah.
net worth has to be. But let me tell you this, right? And I think
Also, would you be pissed if nobody recognizes the watch that you're wearing?
oh, you're not trying to.
Cause now maybe me I'll see the
Fam.
watch and I'll be like, okay, Gee, what's the time?
I'm wearing a Seiko, which is a relatively actually Calvin got this for me, right? When he was in London, right? Which is a relatively inexpensive watch, but I like it, so I got him to get it for me, right? I'm glad that I can wear expensive watches, not this one like other ones in Nairobi, and nobody really cares.
Nobody knows.
I love that because
you're cool, like
I'm cool with that
you're
because
rocking up a Patek and nobody knows
yeah,
what you're
and
wearing.
I've been in London and being told by my cousins, "Hey, yo,
Don't wear that.
Don't wear that." So I prefer someone to be like, not
Fam.
caring about it.
But now we're not in London, now we're here. So, say you've bought the
bro,
5
let me-
mil
no,
watch.
but you see, like, all right. So let's talk about watch, right?
Yes.
Hold on, before we even get to watches, Andy, let me tell you one thing about this particular game over here. If you see people who are loud out here trying to stunt in this city, that's not money.
We know that.
Right.
No. There
Yeah.
might be a couple of guys who are rich trying to stunt it, but the old money in this city,
Bro.
is like a roll.
Let me tell you. Let me give you.
Yeah, we know
let
that,
me give
bro.
you an example.
Yeah.
The other day, I
quiet.
had to do a presentation, and I was in a room full of multi-millionaires. There's a particular watch that I would wear to that because you see, like in that situation there, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Like I was looking at wrists and I was like, okay, my wrist is nice, but these wrists in here are
very
nice.
nice.
But you see, what people don't understand that like money speaks quietly. So for example, I can go into a room or go into a meeting and see some people wherever I am around the world, and I can just look at their watches and know the levels that they're at. I mean, it's already there. That's like when you see a guy wearing a fake Rollie or a guy's glorified. I got this Rolex for 10K. You know what I'm trying to say? But then, and then you see real money doesn't talk Rolex. It talks Vacheron. It talks other brands. It talks
Brands that you don't even know.
It talks
Why I ask
talks
this?
different, you know.
It's
Why
like
I
a
ask this
Japanese.
is because I'm trying to see like geographically, does the value of whatever you are investing in also account for what maybe the outsiders make of it, or it doesn't even matter?
Okay.
That's what I was trying to assess.
Well, let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example, right? The same time when my brother said to me, buy anything you want, right? We were in Amsterdam and we walked into a store. And the guy who walked into the store, the guy in the store was like, yo, bro. He looked at what my brother was wearing and he was like, yo, something Japanese engineered jeans and this and that. And he spoke about the jacket and the brand and how many of them were made in the world and stuff. Bro, to me, don't tell us to wrap up. They'll watch. Right? So,
You should have wrapped it up.
oh,
Sorry. Guys, it was just a joke.
Oh man.
guys, so the guy walks into the store, right? And the shop guy was just like, literally, fam, you know when we left the house in the morning, I just thought that he looked neat. That's it. I didn't know.
You didn't make anything out of it.
Didn't make anything of it.
Yeah.
And that's what I think money looks like. It looks like it's silent. Do you know what I mean?
It's like I'm really liking a lot of like I try and look at like Japanese culture, right? So Japanese culture has some serious luxury items. Like you're into watches, right? Go check out like some guys who've gone watch hunting in like Tokyo. It's a serious market out there, right? And you see some of these like Japanese brands that have been there. Like if you read the story about Nike actually, the first guys who were producing for Nike, or was it Osaka Tiger or something? Or them guys.
Yeah.
They're actually from Japan. So there's like different markets.
But
right?
I like Japan money because Japan money is so understated.
silent.
It's so quiet.
You don't even know. But you see, here's the thing. It's crazy. Money for people and rich people means different things. You saw the other day some guys were importing some like dogs that are very, very expensive.
Yeah, but I feel like that's Nairobi optics again.
No. I'm not
feel like
talking about Nairobi, right? Like say, you were talking about watches, right? In Dubai or the United Arab Emirates, there's one of the most expensive horse shows where guys come in and I want this horse, that horse, I want to breed it with this, that. And
When
those
you can
horses
spend millions on a
are
horse, you're rich.
Fam.
No,
guys
that's what
are
I'm
spending
talking about.
horses.
That's it.
Like you go to Ronda and
20
instead of finding a
million.
kennel with a dog called Bosco,
You find a horse. That's worth $100
Yo,
million.
like someone's bought $20 million for a horse and they're telling you the mother was this, that, what.
Yes,
That
crazy.
proper-
I'm getting my daughter a pony for her
Bro,
birthday.
the horses know their dads.
Yeah.
Pause.
Bro, you don't even know
Right.
your dad.
Listen, man, this has been the mics are open. Like brought to you, of
Whose
course.
horse was that?
Brought to you, of course, by the Year account. And don't forget, man, all across the channel, we want to talk to you. It doesn't matter whether you're starting your first job, whether you're in campus, whether you just need to have your money at your fingertips and the ability to manage your money. The Year account is for you. Loads of great experiences as well. By the way, they've teamed up with a lot of different brands to give you some great experiences, courtesy of the Year account. Don't forget also, Dancehall versus Afro Beats, Jamhuri, Tuesday. We're taking over the rooftop at the Junction Mall. That's going to be crazy, crazy, crazy. Make sure you come down to that as well. And there's a lot of things happening, man. There's a lot of things happening right across the channel. There's some new guys. What are they called again? I don't even know the names.
They're
There's
not new.
Banter Box.
Banter box.
Pod with Wasandra, Jonte,
Big up
and
Wasandra.
Natasha. There's a lot
Yo,
happening.
good for Natasha, because I used to see her content on TikTok. So when I saw her on our channel, I was really happy for them. So hey,
So
go
check it out.
them. Go check out the
Banter
content.
Box, wake up call, lockdown session. Guys, too much. Go and enjoy the rest of the channel. We're out the building. My name is G Money.
Yeah, Andy Young.
Big C.
Also, do we tell them there is no whenever?
No, the whenever so dropped on Wednesday.
Yeah, so they don't.
So the next
expect
one is
another.
next week.
Yeah, so guys, don't expect a whenever so on Sunday.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah.
Sawa.
Adios, muchachos.
Peace.